First is Memorial Day, which is actually next week, but we're celebrating a week early, and that originally was Decoration Day, where people decorated the graves, specifically related to the Civil War. It became actually a national holiday in 1971. So we're celebrating that today. The second thread that's involved, obviously, is the 160th anniversary of the end of the Civil War, which is celebrated this year, and kind of marked especially at the end of the Battle of Appomattox when General Lee surrendered to General Grant. And then the Homestead Act actually is involved in this too, as you mentioned already or alluded to.
A lot of our pioneers were Civil War soldiers, and they got the Homestead Act and moved.
Right, which was enacted before the Civil War ended in 1862 to encourage people to come out west and continue peacefully taking the land here and working the land and living on the land. And so we're standing around Homestead, that legacy as well. So it's a three-strain celebration today, in a sense, all of those coming together. And Stan asked, recognizing that legacy, that I would read the names of the graves that he's found so far. They're all between the ages of 26 and infant, basically. And you can see the list over there if you want to see the years. You can find their graves around. But just as a memorial, we'll read those names, many of which probably haven't been read out loud in a very long time. So we recognize their lives right now. Hamilton Bidwell, Mary Bird, Rachel Bird, Jenny Cannon, Carrie Carter, Frank Carter, May Carter, George Graves, Lily Cook McConnell, J. Warren McKinnon, and Pearl W. McKinnon. And as we gather here, I'm going to provide the opening prayer, and then I'll introduce our first speaker, Dr. Gold. So if you would, can you join me in prayer? God, we begin with praise because you are good, a God of order and creativity who put in place a good world. Psalm 8 reminds us that you have set your glory in the heavens, and you have made mankind in your image, crowning them with glory and honor. You made us, you care for us, and you have always had in mind that we should live in communion with you. Yet all too often we have chosen paths of chaos, not order. We've chosen power over your care. Not only have there been wars and rumors of wars, but in our own country we have faced internal battles. We remember today the end of the Civil War, a time when the sight of noble ambition was lost and our countrymen turned on one another. Though the war was filled with tragedy, we recognize there were results we can be thankful for: the end of slavery and a better path towards national unity. We know that the battles of that war were lamentable to you. They are to us as well. In the days of the Old Testament, when your covenant people Israel had lost their way, they discovered that their hope was only in you. As Jeremiah states in Lamentations, because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They're new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion, therefore I will wait for him. The Lord is good to those whose hope is in him, to the one who seeks him. It is good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. Lord, your love is new every morning. Your path is better than any we could forge. Your will should be our will. May we seek you more, even in the darkest moments. On this celebration of Memorial Day, we can be thankful because of your promises. We're thankful for those who served and sacrificed so that we can be free to choose you, so that we can be free to gather and worship, so that we can pray out loud without concern. May we honor the lives of those who serve. May we honor your great compassion as well as we exercise these freedoms today in this hallowed place. Thanks be to God for his compassion, faithfulness, and goodness. Amen.
Amen.